Hi there. My name is Lauren Taylor, and I am the project manager for the Art is My Life programming at the Faris Foundation. I'm also the curator of the Art is Hope art competition we are taking a look at right now. And I wanted to just give a few notes about the exhibition and talk a little bit about how these selections were grouped together. So let's take a little walk, shall we? Okay. So the main theme for this program, this event, was Art is Hope. And so the submissions that we received, we had about 65 submissions submitted from all over the world. And interestingly, as I started looking through all of the works, I noticed that there were some themes that started appearing. And I couldn't help but notice and be really interested in that because, as you know, these, you know, artists sometimes tap into things even if they're not working together. And so this is a really great example of that kind of phenomenon. So as we're walking down this wall right here, you're seeing a lot of images of birds and images of flight. And so this is kind of the idea that hope has wings, that hope soars and can go far above our expectations. So we're seeing a lot of the birds, a lot of things to do with nature and people's connection to the natural world. And so now we go from birds to a selection with butterflies. So I really enjoyed how some of these butterflies have some gold detail on them as well, which of course, you know, we're doing the Let There Be Gold for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So good connection there. As we are moving around the room, we are now kind of springboarding off that idea of nature and humans' interaction with nature. And now we're talking about hope as as growth. So growth as a metaphor for hope. So hope is something that has to be cultivated, it has to be tended, nurtured, much like the kind of botanical imagery we're looking at here. So we have the cherry blossoms, we have flowers, rain, which nourishes, I read it as rain anyway, which sort of nourishes the growth of hope. And we're seeing just many examples of kind of organic, botanical references to the idea of hope growing. Literally, you can see here in this image by Yvette Banuelos, you can see that the word hope is actually on one of the plants. So that was pretty amazing how that connected. Of course, we go there from flowers and botanicals to more into images to do with trees. The idea of roots and how our roots connect together in order to help us maybe overcome or find hope. We do it together. So these are two really great images about hopefulness and the roots of hope. So turning towards this wall is a little bit kind of thinking about what helps us have hope. Okay, so what are the things that bring us hope and help us? And so you can have a person fighting on your behalf to help you find hope. Being in nature, this little boy is taking a bike ride in this painting, so being outside can give you hope. Working on art gives you hope, even in circumstances that are challenging. Then you have the helpers who bring you hope. So this is actually a painting of a nurse. And I think that is so important to remember that the medical professionals also give us hope with all of their hard work and dedication. And then just kindness, simple kindness gives us hope and it helps us feel hopeful. This is so important. And not only that, but of course, the relationships that we have with our families, and particularly mom in these images, I think is really important. So the love of our families and the people with us, that also gives us hope and a hopeful feeling and helps sustain it as well. So these are just some really sweet images that connect to that idea. Okay, so we're gonna walk over here to this side of the gallery, and I want you to just kind of take a look here. So these images were kind of grouped stylistically. Fletcher Stafford's painting and Edgar Medina's collage, they just both have a vibrance that really just together, I think, connected very well. These pieces are both about love and feeling a loving feeling that radiates and spreads out to many people. And so that connects really beautifully to the idea of your family's love and the people around you helping you to have hope. On this wall here, we are looking at references to gold. So the idea of let there be gold. So you can see many, many references to the gold ribbon, golden light, golden king. So some things to look at on this wall that connect, and then we carry that gold theme over to the wall here. And so again, we're seeing a lot of gold ribbon, works on gold paper, no one lives like you. The word hope and golden hope, golden raindrops of hope, choosing hope. And then we have this portrait of Faris Foundation here, which is done in gold and indeed, you know, states that we should have hope. And again, portrait of Faris and lovely portrait. And then we're looking again at the sentiment that art is life. Okay, so connecting the idea of art and gold ribbon awareness, really special connections there. Okay, so we're gonna walk around this side here, virtually anyway, take a look at these pieces. So this is kind of the other side of a collection within our group here. And this collection has got kind of a, what I would call sort of a childhood, fun, colorful, vibrant sort of a vibe to it. So all of this work just, it goes so well together with that in mind. And so just seeing some pieces that have that feeling of whimsy, magic, wonder, fun. So we're just gonna come around here. These are some more pieces from that same collection. You know, just pieces that connect very well to the idea of childhood vibrance and joy in those works there. So coming around, I'm just gonna back up here a bit. This is hope's form in the soul. And so this is the unseen glimpse of hope inside of us. And these are all kind of visual metaphors for what hopefulness looks like. Okay. So non-objective, but definitely deeply symbolic. And sometimes those things within us, it's hard to give it an, you know, a concrete image. So these are some great examples. And then as we loop back around, beautiful sculptures here. I just want to highlight those pieces that we received. Art connected with nature, the gold theme, of course, the idea of what brings us hope and sustains hope. And then as we come around here, this just connects again to this wall, the Wings of Hope wall, with the idea of our interactions with nature and how nature can also be a metaphor for hope. And so this is just kind of, I'm giving a kind of a big view of the room here, backing up into the corner a bit. And I just wanted to share my curatorial notes, my wall notes, which I'll go ahead and read to you all. It's just kind of a statement. Some of it is as thematic with what I was just discussing with you, but this exhibition is the culmination of the Artist Hope Art Competition sponsored by the Faris Foundation. As Faris's art teacher, I had the great joy of spending many golden moments creating art together during his cancer journey. Faris understood the power of art, and even at the tender age of 9, he declared that art is my life. I personally saw how creativity brought Faris joy, peace, and hope. The idea for this competition came in a divine spark of inspiration, and indeed that spark yielded over 60 submissions from all over the world. Artists from India to Australia, from Ireland to Bahrain, from South Korea to the United States, heard our golden call and answered. Their responses are what you see in the gallery before you. While none of our artists worked together in this project, interestingly, certain themes began organically appearing within the work. As a curator, I could not help but notice the golden threads connecting all of the pieces together. So those are the themes we just discussed, like wings of hope, hope must be cultivated and tended, hope from help, the things that spark joy, hope's form in the soul, joy of creativity, so the color vibration of children, and the idea of art is my life, let there be gold. And how did we all connect? How did those threads get woven so far and wide? And I think golden hope is the answer. So hope is golden and art is hope. So thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you enjoy taking a look at our exhibit. Thank you so much.